Hello all, Havoc here. Let's get ready to play some Space Engineers.
Okay, so in this episode, lots of comments in last episode, guys. I love it. Keep them up. So we got lots of comments. So Sean, for you, man, right there, headlights on. So lights are on. A lot of comments about swapping out the Kestrel for the grinding up ship attack support thing that we were talking about in the last episode that Matthew Ritchie brought up, and I don't see taking that and bolting it onto here. It just for that, it may as well have just made a capital class ship, some massive thing in creative mode, and just had it come apart all Voltron style. But because that's just not going to work. I mean, the amount of effort it's going to take to cut the Kestrel apart and piece it together with the Mark II, it's just not feasible. It really isn't. So that brings us to a very important point. Thing one and thing two brought up a very important point. So we have the Susie that will be eventually be coming back into the fold, and we named that for one of my great friends' mom who had breast cancer, and very cool, little tribute. And so thing one and thing two were like, well, hello, why aren't you naming this ship after your new granddaughter? So we're going to do that, and we can't do that because we don't have anything on here to name. So we're going to do that. It's called a platform right now. That's funny. Why can't you name a platform? Oh wait, you can. Just the box was grayed out. I didn't see it. Derp. Okay, so we will name. Well, it's no longer going to be the Mark II. Let's go to be the Amelia. All right, so thus is christened the granddaughter. Can call it the granddaughter. Da baby. So we're gonna stick with that for the new ship. Will not be the Mark II. This will be the Amelia, and we're going to decommission the Kestrel. We will keep the blueprint. I mean, the blueprint's going to stay. If we need the Kestrel again for some reason or another, we'll have it. But the Amelia is where we're going forward with. So, yeah, that is what that is. I did swap these out. I think, trying to see who it was. I think a few of you. I think Sean brought it up. Yeah, Sean was the person who brought it up mostly, to put the angle blocks in. And I was thinking about that as I put the wedges in, so we swapped those out. So now as I did that, I started welding up on the railgun a little bit, and then I realized there's a big hole right here. Like, a lot of, like, leaking air kind of hole. So what I wanted to do was get a bunch of this welded up today before we started recording. And then I realized that hole. I was like, that's kind of important. Because for the most part, we have our logistics stuff done. I mean, we have our 2 reactors. That's good. We got our 2 reactors. We got 2 refineries. And we had 2 assemblers right there. And we have all our storage. So in theory, we should start getting all this welded up. And this ship is basically online, right? So you guys don't want to watch me do this. This is like hours of work. So I figured you guys could watch us try to figure out together how we can plug this hole. So I'm going to start simple. I don't think this is going to work. I don't know what the hitbox is on this model. I could totally just cheat and load up creative mode and be like, yay, okay, this works. This doesn't work, but I figure we could all learn together. So what we're going to do is we're going to try just doing some creative shape Tetrising kind of action here and hope that this will be enough to seal it. And if not, then we'll just end up doing like we did on the Kestrel and actually just sealing it off, which is going to kind of suck because it's going to really impair our ability to get downstairs because we were using this ramp to get downstairs. So, yeah, we're going to have to see how that works out. I have a feeling that because we want the stairs, that all this effort is not going to work. So I was telling you guys in the last couple of episodes that I got a lot more stuff coming up. The granddaughter's cool, like the focus of my life right now. And so to add to that, I'm actually going to be commuting back to my work. For those of you who are new to the series, or not up to speed with the series, I actually work out of Seattle area. But I telecommute from the deserts of Arizona. Undisclosed place, close to Area 51. That's in New Mexico. Yeah, so I telecommute basically every day. Well, so I'm going to be commuting back up to work. So it's going to be a short duration stay up there. Short being about 2 months. So I'm going to be driving, which means a 19-ish, at least 19, 20-hour drive. And so with that's going to be, a little bit of a detour in my recording process. Only a small one. As of today, I ordered an Asus ROG laptop. 17.3 display, 970M mobile graphics card, basically desktop replacement as a laptop. So I ordered one of those today, and it'll be here before I set out on my little voyage to the Great White North. And so I won't be interrupted too much in my recording process. So. And shortly after I get up there, I'll be able to give you guys the last of the news. So the news for me moving has been on the table for a while. I just got the okay from my supervisor at 10 o'clock this morning today. So that was really good news because not only do I get to get back into the office for a short period of time, get some more training, all that fun stuff that has nothing to do with us welding up these ramps. But it will bleed over into the other stuff that I'm going to tell you guys after I get up to Washington. So, good times there. Sad is I'm going to miss PAX by a week. I was super bummed about that. I was like, I could have made PAX. But, alas, I won't be able to. But, who knows? Maybe next year. So, all right. So one thing I wanted to do for sure is get everything sealed up. That's a very key part to what I want to do today in today's episode. I'm gonna try to get a couple episodes out this weekend. So yeah, I want to try to get a couple episodes out this weekend, and I want to be sure that by too flat. I think this is the one we need. Yeah, I forgot I read that they fixed that. So you can actually shift-click through these now while this is open. Good job, devs. I like bug squishing. So, yeah, I want to get a couple of videos out, and I can't tell which ways. I hate these windows. They really should make this a lot more obvious. Sure, why not? And in the process of getting more videos out, I'm going to try to get more of other content as well. Space Imperium is high on my list to play. Just been so swamped lately with the whole real life stuff that just getting these videos out has been rather cumbersome, actually. It kind of sucks to say that, but not in a bad way, because I'm so stoked about playing right now. I'm really wanting to get the Amelia done, and it's really tough to not say the Mark II. So I really want to get the Amelia done. Like, serious drive to get into this and get it going. And let's see. It's like that. Actually, really, it doesn't matter at this point because as long as it's airtight. So we're going to get really close to getting this done here really soon. I mean, the ship is progressing a lot faster than I anticipated. I think this ship is actually going together faster than the fridge, the barge, yeah, the barge. The barge, the reason the barge took so long is it had like 6 sage thrusters and all that heavy plate. I totally forgot about all that. And it figures it's backwards. Damn it. Okay, so we know we need the other one. 1x2 flat inverted. Okay. Alright, so 7. Alright. There we go, more better. We can see. Bonk. Okay. So yeah, I definitely want to get more content up. It's literally just been time management has been like a very bad word lately in my vocabulary, and my trip to Washington is really going to settle that down a bit. When you hear what I got going on in Washington, you're probably going to argue that, but it really is. Things are going to slow down quite a bit more. But I do have some pretty, unbelievable news coming from Seattle area. So yeah, good times all around. Like I said, we're back on track for recording today. We want to get this thing airtight. That's kind of what we want to do. Get the ship airtight, and then start working on plugging holes. Like the railgun is a pretty big issue, I think. I'm not sure how we're going to deal with that if that's leaking, because it took quite a bit to get that to be airtight. So something I'm definitely going to have to work on here. So let's see here. Come here. Vision. This way, this way. Alright. So for you guys that are using the sorting mod, I seriously have to strongly encourage you to go through and do all the steps we did on the Scorpion to adjust the inventory. Because I can't tell you enough how awesome it is to do just that and know that exactly the inventory that you want is now on board the ship. It is just phenomenally cool. I can't emphasize enough how awesome it is to be able to just dock that quickly and know that you have like 10,000 plates, 10,000 of this, 1,000 of these, 100 of those. It's really awesome. So let's see here. Let's get these plates here welded. Oh, it's only one, but okay. Well, I guess we're missing a few components. I guess there's only 2 components in those, girders and glass, right? So, where are we? There we go. I'm used to the longer Kestrel, so the Amelia's shorter bow is really throwing me off there. Alright, let's see how much of the railgun we can get welded up. How about all of it? Bam, that's a thing. Alright. So that does look pretty cool. I like that. It looks pretty intimidating. I actually had thought about putting it on a piston and pushing it out. I thought that would be pretty cool. So for those of you who missed it, they had the Thursday patch was a bunch of bug squishing, which was pretty cool. I mean, I think it's unanimous across the board. Freeze the game, fix the bugs, and we will love you evermore for doing so. And that's where they're at. Is they're just squashing bugs like crazy, and we're definitely going to have a better game because of it. But I think I used this one. Damn, I can't remember. All right, let's find out. So yeah, there we go. You do not have girders, Havoc. Derp. So yeah, they've been squashing the bugs. Everybody's loving it, and by them squashing bugs, we're getting better and better in-game content. One of the cool things that they did squash, it looked like by the video, was the pistons appeared to work correctly. They had a walking drone, like a spider, and it was using pistons for its legs. Damn it. I hate it when I have to deal with the whole, like, is it this one or is it that one? Which one did we already grab? I can't see it. I already grabbed right, so we need left. Alright, so there we go. So, yeah, this thing was wicked cool, and it's just, like, bounding along, like all happy-go-lucky, and it's using pistons for its legs. So, really... Oh, that's definitely not the right part. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, it's using pistons for its legs, and it's totally functioning. And I was just, like, completely floored. I was like, holy crap, this thing's working. I guess working is a relative term. Okay, I didn't see the cursor in there, so... so, obviously, this thing isn't picking up bulletproof glass, so I'm going to go grab some real quick so I can get those windows filled. And then, so yeah, it's walking along just perfectly fine. No uber glitching, no nothing. So, it's definitely looking like the bug squishing is a thing that they're actually going to follow through with, and it's making progress. So, just keep it up, Keen. Get some bulletproof glass. Alright, so hopefully we have some on here. Okay, how much can we carry? Oh, jeez. That's enough, I think, for the nose at least. So I think we have a hole, yeah, right there. Got to patch that still. Oh, that one's backwards. That one's backwards too. Way to go, Havoc. This is why we can't have nice things. Remember that, guys. It's all my fault. So 7. Probably did it wrong again. Oh, wow. I'm totally shocked right there. I was totally accepting failure on that one. 6, 7, 6, back again. Let's see, number 8. So number 8 is the one we just used, and it was the correct one. Holy crap. That turned out better than I thought it was, as far as amount of times I was going to have to replace all that. So let's see here. Alright, so for those of you who are good at the symmetry game, I'm going to come over here, pause a little bit. Okay, so I know, like, right there, that's cosmetic. So those 6 blocks. That 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Those are cosmetic. So those are not going to be on the other side, I don't think. So let's see what about this space here. Let's go over here. Okay, so this space looks pretty good. So we need those 6 facets right here. And I think that face will look pretty good. Let's go back and take a look. So there's some facets here that need to be added over here. Yeah, this I think needs a 45 here. No, it needs the corner block. I think it needs this guy. Right? I think so. Granted, as thing 1 and thing 2 were saying, you know, symmetry isn't that big a deal. But, okay, so that was correct call on that. But it kind of helps. The symmetry, for the most part, I agree, it doesn't really matter. But when it comes to trying to put things in the correct places and stuff, it does help. It really does. So, like if I'm referencing the outside of the ship, it's kind of nice knowing that what I'm looking at is the same on both sides. So it looks like we kept the ship sloped here. So I got to work on this corner. I'll take care of that off camera, but I just want to see. So I saw that part, and like I said, I need those facets there, and I think I want to put the engines there. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I think overall it looks pretty good. Guys, give me a scale of 1 to 10 on how good you think we're doing on the symmetry. 1 being total like crap, and 10 being nailed it. Symmetry, what? So yeah, just let me know, and we'll take it from there. Because I think it's actually, I think we're at about a 6. That's just me. But I'm not very good at the symmetry game, so. Okay, enough of welding up glass. Again, I try not to do too much welding with you guys because, well, you've seen the welding game a few times. So I think that glass is backwards though. Sad panda. Alright, I'll do that off camera. Another thing, I get these things all welded up too because we can't close these and get it airtight. So we got that glass to get done, this door to get closed, and then we need to put a door here. Is that it? We're going to have to do something about this because this isn't airtight. That's definitely not airtight. Well, I need to make these airtight, so that's okay. Yeah, I think that's going to be feasible. This can be open right here. Maybe. Yeah, we can't even put a block there, so. Yeah, it's not even feasible to place a block in that because that's counted as a lower block, not a top block. Okay, so that is what it is. I'm going to block out here, right? Maybe. Yeah, so we can put a block like that. It's not a bad option, I don't think, because then we can block up it. Yeah, that works. So it totally seals it off. I almost wish that this was a conveyor now. so we can get to the conveyor. That's cool. Alright, so this works. We'll do that on the other side here real quick to make sure we're staying symmetrical. Well, world saves kind of spooked me there. Okay, I was like, is that a conveyor over here? Here I am wanting it to be a conveyor, and it is. Okay, so that's that. And then we'll put a door here, one of our cool little air hatch doors. So that'll be sealed off. Let's see. Let's see. So now we're just looking at getting this done, getting air online. Well, at least getting the vents in place so we can see what's airtight, what's not. Granted, this is a massive ship. You know, I don't think about it. I don't really care. It doesn't need to be airtight. Because we never closed up the Castrol. I mean, we did to test it, but coming back because I actually need energy, so. But I always come to here because it fills O2 and energy at such a high rate. I just don't. The Amelia is just not going to be airtight. I mean, there's no point. Just accept that for what it is. If they add something to the game where it's like super advantageous to take your helmet off, then we can seal up front portions of the ship. Like we could put a bulkhead in right here and use that front area here for that oxygenated environment. That's a thing. We could totally do that. And then how about up here? I'm trying to think where we could put our med bay in the ship. So I'm totally down for your guys' ideas of where to put a med bay. Got to remember, we'd want to keep it piped so we can get oxygen to it. I guess that really isn't a thing either. Let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking that at the whole like oxygenated med bay is kind of mute in this as well because we're not going to worry about that. Let me know what you guys think. So we got that's two things I'd like to hear from you guys in the comments. Scale of 1 to 10 on our symmetry. 1 being crap, 10 being totally awesome. Like the quintessential symmetry expert would be 10, which I don't think we are, but hey. I want to hear you guys' opinion on the matter. And then second would be, what do you guys think about oxygenating the med bay? If we're not going to oxygenate the environment, is that really that big a concern? I plan on having pilot seats like we have on the Castrol. So I think overall, I think the pilot seats are more efficient than the med bays, but I'd really like to hear your guys' opinion on the matters. So don't forget to comment. So we're going to wrap up the episode here today. I'm going to try to get as much of this existing stuff done. So hopefully in the next episode we can have a lot of things online and working. So, all right. So this is Havoc. Have fun and keep gaming.